conference bragging rights on the line in this SEC Big Ten clash. It's the Iowa Hawkeyes and the LSU Tigers. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to Holly Rowe with the latest on the weather.
Well, guys, Coach told me this atmosphere is going to be crucial today. One thing he's got his eyes on, the weather. We weren't sure what to expect today, but this weather has turned out to be beautiful. He said that will have a great impact and be a benefit to his team here today. Guys, back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Put a foot to it for the opening kickoff. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. They'll start on the ground with Kamari Malton. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
And that's where quarterbacks, they got to be very assertive. They got to believe what they see and really pull the trigger. But the longer they wait and they get off rhythm or off timing, a lot of times it ends up in incomplete passes.
And the crowd bringing the energy, trying to help this defense get off the field on 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
That is exactly how you set a tone when you're on defense, and especially when you're at home. If you can get them and force them into a punt early, keep that crowd going and involved, man, is it fun to play defense.
A high kick trying to pin them deep. And no chance for the return man to get his hands on that one as it hops out of bounds. Two running backs alongside the quarterback. Quick release on the RPO. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
Early in the game, I love getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Easy pitch and catch. You've thrown them 4,000 times. Not big shots, but just put you in nice positions on the next downs coming up.
Short pickup of 4 on 1st down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Wide receiver going in motion. Running inside. It's Berry. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks for the 1st down. How about that tough, hard-nosed running? Rich legacy of that at LSU. Reminds me of Charles Alexander.
Yeah, and unfortunately, I was a part of that legacy, Reese, on the other side when Justin Vincent rushed for over 200 yards in the SEC championship game. And that's what you see LSU. That's what I've always thought of watching them growing up. And you watch the way they run their offense. Usually, it starts with the physicality and the ground game.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to throw, it's Levin. Fires to the tight end. And he laid the lumber to stop him from getting the first down.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? 2nd down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this 3rd down manageable. Really nice job of executing that.
The defense trying to get a stop on 3rd down from the 44. Off the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Touchdown, Tigers. Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house. That is what we call in the industry a defensive breakdown. That guy was loose for the big play.
Busted coverage, really bad execution. Somebody slips, somebody falls. Nothing about that defensively is something you're looking for, but the offense will take it and get the easy touchdown.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Hawkeyes can really attack on this 2nd and short. Now the play fake. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
And you see those balls in practice sometimes. They're just off the mark. You don't know how to control it. You don't know what goes wrong, but sometimes QBs miss, and it's an incompletion.
Better get that seismograph ready here in Death Valley. Huge 3rd down coming. From the gun, wants to pass. Gets open down the middle. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's 1st down at the 38.
Hey, man, that's unbelievable. That is a really good job of seeing the blitz right away and getting rid of the football. Like, that is quarterback 101. Understand they're blitzing, they're coming, see it, take advantage of it, get the completion, and move the sticks.
Gonna take a shot. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Going the other way, and he's got room. After a good return on the interception.
Not all DBs make the play at the end, right? They can bat the ball down, they can be in position, but they don't really secure the football. Great job by the DB, securing the football and forcing the turnover.
Tigers sending out their offense, ready to get this drive started. Already a solid start to this one, now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Keeping it on the ground inside, it's Berry. Got behind those pads and picked up 3 out to the 35.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up and get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Wants to throw. It's Levin. Fires to the middle. Incomplete, and he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic, and fortunate to get it back.
Well, a great job in coverage on the back end by the defense. You just got to finish the play. That should have been a pick.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Got some room to run. Touchdown, Iowa! The defense takes matters into its own hands. The extra point here would tie the game. And the extra point was good to finish things off. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You've got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Looking for a man. It's Levitt. Bringing the heat. And he never had a chance.
This definitely isn't the start they drew up. I mean, you already throw a pick 6. Now you get sacked. Man, they're going to have to find a way to settle this quarterback down, get something going offensively. So far, not a lot of positives to point to.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Fires to the middle. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete.
Man, the quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers. And you saw it there on the incompletion.
Not a lot of room to field this one. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. The Hawkeyes offense heads out to start this drive. Last drive ended with a pick. Vitally important to take care of the football this time. They'll start on the ground with Kamari Malton.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. They go right back to him. Can't get him to the ground. Racing down the left side. At the 20. Touchdown, Hawkeyes. Rolled his way into the end zone.
Man, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that. And he can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners when he kicked it in gear and got the long touchdown run.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. That drive took no time at all. A couple of plays and finished it with a long run for the touchdown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The run inside. It's Barry. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves. They think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for a loss.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Pocket breaking down. Got a man in the middle. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
And the Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Caught in the backfield, it's Watkins. Knocked down at the 29-yard line. Picked up 15 yards on the play, and he's got a first down.
Really, you're trailing into games. Someone's got to make a play. There's an accurate throw by the quarterback, and when you throw it accurately like that, you give your receiver an opportunity to advance the ball. Good, strong running. He's able to break a tackle, and that's an explosive play they need.
LSU moving quickly, going to work again on first down. Dropping back, it's Levin. Throws to the wideout. Finds a man on the right. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there. We've come to the break, and Iowa has the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Barry. No room to run, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and goal.
Yeah, when you get penetration by that defense right away, and there's no way to cut at all for that back, he gets destroyed right away. No way that play was going to be successful. Way too much penetration.
After getting nothing done on first down, 2nd and goal from the 6. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And I like this offense. They didn't panic. A lot of times you see offenses panic and want to get back in it when they're down really quickly, and they forced the issue. They stayed patient. They stayed within themselves, and we're an extra point away from being a tied football game.
And the extra point is good. He'll bring it out. It's James. Delivers the stiff arm. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And here comes the Iowa offense ready to go to work. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. They'll go right back to him. Maybe a crease. Gets him on the ground at the 31, but a nice pickup of 15 yards there.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Here's a give to Malton. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
That's a bang-bang play, 3-step slant. They rep this over and over in practice so they can go out and execute it on game day like that.
They are calling for their defense in Baton Rouge. A huge third down coming up. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabs it in the middle. And that won't quite be enough for the first down as he's knocked down just short of the sticks.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Quarterback keeps it. It's a fumble on the play. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
The defense comes up big time on the 4th down play, trying to get the stop, making sure he doesn't get a first down. The fumble, it's just the icing on the Sunday. That's fine. We'll take it. But more importantly, they got the big stop and turnover on downs.
The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah.
There he goes. Touchdown LSU. And they take it in for 6 more points.
You know, sudden change situations are so interesting because oftentimes in that kind of instance, you get the ball back on a turnover and offenses are trying to take a shot looking for the home run touchdown. But that time they just turned around and handed it off. It was a more conservative play call, David, but it gave them the same desired result.
Well, and it's kind of crazy. When you force that turnover, everybody goes bananas. The sideline's going nuts. You get a little bit of extra juice, and then they hand the football off, and everybody does their job. They capitalize on it. Momentum swings happen so fast in college football.
So we'll see the offense on the field to start this drive. Looking to throw on first down. Complete to the left. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
Love the accurate throw by the quarterback there. Curl route against man coverage. You got to put that right into the body of the wide receiver who's running back towards you. Nice job executing it, and they pick up the first.
Now on the counter. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
Back to pass on second down. Here's the pressure. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell in.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire, and they got it.
Pretty nice as a defense, right? You can go nickel, put 5 DBs on the field and not have to blitz anyone, trusting your front four to get the job done on third down, and they do it right there, getting the sack.
Great contact on that ball as it just hangs up in the sky. Here's the fair catch, and he'll make it close to the 20-yard line. The LSU offense comes out to start this drive. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
Well, there was really nowhere to go for the quarterback with that football. He's just trying to check it down to his running back, and the defense was there, and they made the play.
The Tigers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. To throw, it's Levin. Rushes on him. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
And that's 2 really good plays in a row by this defense. Nice job, man. They are on it. You can tell. Reacting to what's going on, rushing the passer, being disciplined, tackling. The most important thing is getting guys on the ground. Now they've forced an advantageous situation on third and long.
This defense has them them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on third and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. The screen, and watch out. He is denied. Cannot get to the first down marker, and it's fourth down coming. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. A high kick. Let's see if he can pin them back deep in their own end. He'll be content with the field position, making the fair catch right around the 30-yard line. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. On the run, it's Phillips. Showing off the arms. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. And here comes the offense on second down. Running inside, it's Yates. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
basic run plays. I don't need a bunch of complicated stuff sometimes. I just need to get the first down and get the sticks moving.
And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
And that play is essentially like a jet sweep, right? This offense is going to run the football conventionally. They'll do it between the tackles. They'll do it outside. But there's a lot of different creative ways they can get their playmakers the football in the running game. And I think that was an example of what you saw right there.
They're looking to throw on second and short. Plucks it out of the air. And he goes down right there. That play's going to lose yardage.
You know, I think that's a play the quarterback would like to have back. I'm not sure that's exactly who the ball was intended for. He had another open target on the other side of the field that he just missed.
Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a third down stop. The Hawkeyes call a timeout. It's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a third down stop. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man to the left. They bring him down, but not before he gets a first down at the 35. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Right back to him on the ground. Oh, he's got some space. Iowa spends his second time out here. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Trying to run, it's Yates. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up second and 10. They get the timeout called here and probably just enough time for one more snap to put up points before the half. And in the waning seconds of the first half, they'll try to put up 3 before going to the break. The holder will spot it about 35 yards out. Right down the boulevard. It's good. That'll bring him to within 4. So that's going to do it here in the first half. Stay tuned for the halftime break. He'll put total leather and get this second half started. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They start this third quarter with the lead, but they might want to think about shoring up that protection.
Yeah, the good news is you're leading on the scoreboard. The bad news is your quarterback doesn't feel like it because you can't protect him. So, David, adjustments in pass protection, that has to be something they were talking about here at halftime.
100%. Just you can't get him hit that much. He's still doing a good job delivering the football, but if you keep hitting the quarterback enough, man, they'll start to see ghosts, they'll panic, and they'll make some of those mistakes.
The Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll move the wide receiver. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the second half. We've got the lead, third quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our blocks and moving forward if we're going to win this game.
This is where you make the money on the drives. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. To the air, it's Levin. It's complete. He'll pick up a few on the play, just enough for the first down. They'll mark it right at midfield.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on 3rd down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
LSU getting set on 1st and 10. Here's a quick throw out to the left. Makes the grab in their space. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch.
And it looked like for a second, man, he was going to take that all the way. He was going to score, broke some tackles, made the play, down inside the 5. He finally gets wrapped up. Now this offense set up with a 1st and goal situation.
They've hit him with back-to-back chunk plays. Now it's 1st and goal. Might be calling a hot route. They'll run it. It's Berry. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Tigers. Well, let's count them up. 1, 2, 3. 3 is the magic number for touchdowns.
Yeah, it's as easy as ABC. Goodness gracious. He's been getting whatever he wants, whenever he wants, however he wants. I might want to change something up or maybe focus on that guy that's getting the football a lot and scoring.
And the extra point was good. Here he comes with the return. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. So this second half didn't exactly start the way they had hoped on defense, and now the offense will try to answer with a score of its own. Oh, they're after him! Leaping grab for a big gain. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down.
Well, I'll tell you, there are a lot of coordinators out there that would want to set up the shot, especially on the first play of the drive, maybe run the ball, and then a few plays later go play action, make it look the same before shooting it downfield. They just did it right away on 1st down, first play of the drive. If you get the matchup, take the shot. That's exactly what happened. Nice job.
And how are you guys not impressed with this defense, man? They've been so good. They've been all over the field. And they're about to make this a very one-dimensional offense. Like, the clock is ticking, right? And then they're down. They got to get aggressive. Still trying to run the football. But this defense, they've been a brick wall so far.
Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. Could not make his way to the corner.
I'll tell you, the offense might be setting up a shot down the field here. You might see them later fake the wide receiver screen and see if they can hit a tight end or another receiver running up the boundary. Keep your eye open for that.
Better get that seismograph ready here in Death Valley. Huge 3rd down coming. They'll give it to Malton. Powers through the defender. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the 1st down.
Listen, his team's obviously down in this game, but it's not his fault. I mean, this guy showed up to play. He's been churning out big play after big play. Already over 100 yards rushing in this game. He's carrying his weight. He needs his buddies around him now to pick up the slack a little bit and help get this team back in the game.
Trailing by multiple possessions in the 3rd and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And it's knocked away. They'll give up the ball, failing to convert on fourth.
Man, that is just a great job on defense there on fourth down, making a play on the ball in the air. Everybody had their eyes on the quarterback, having great timing, swatting the ball away and doing it cleanly. No PI. As a result, that defense has earned a rest. They're coming off the field.
Back to pass, it's Blevett. Firing to the right, complete. They get him on the ground at the 37, but give him 15 yards on that chunk play, and they'll move the chains. From inside the 40 at the 37, it's first down. Finds his man, it's Brown. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Yeah, and what a nice job seeing it, reacting, and throwing. When you run these RPOs, you want to read the defense really quickly. Is he playing run? Okay, boom. I'm going to throw the slant right behind him. Nice job by the QB.
After the 7-yard completion, it's now 2nd and 3. Back to pass. Shoots it to the left. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose. And I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really, really be physical. Because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
On third down, here's Durham. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
Now, fourth down.
They'll pass on the 46-yard field goal attempt and go for it here. Maybe didn't have the defense they expected, and they'll call a timeout here on 4th and 1. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. They'll take a pass on the 46-yard field goal, try and go for it on 4th down. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
And you could tell he trusted himself. He thought he could take off, get that first down. Just a little too much speed on that defense. They closed that gap so quick, didn't let him get to the first down marker. Turnover on downs.
Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Hands it off on the counter. Pulled down for the tackle.
Well, it's a negative play trying to run the football, and I think if you're on offense, you got to be thinking about throwing it now. You're trailing by a lot. You got to get back in this game. You need tempo, and you need explosive plays through the air.
They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. It's complete on the right side. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
They pick up the first down on the drag route. Good job by the receiver knowing it was man coverage. If he's looking, he's booking. He gave his quarterback the eyes right away that says, hey, I'm not stopping, put it out in front of me, I'm getting this first down.
Single back formation, and they give it to him. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
by as many points as they are, it's going to be really hard for the offense to sprinkle in the run. They tried it there, it didn't work. I think you got to be thinking about the passing game now and start trying to identify playmakers out on the perimeter of the field that can get you back in this game.
And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
That really wasn't his best throw. I tell you what, you got to choose when you're going to zip it in there and sometimes put some air underneath it. He chose the wrong one, put a little too much air underneath it. Defensive player makes the nice pick.
This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Back to throw, it's Levin. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Final play of the quarter coming. The give to Caden Durham. Makes it past the marker. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. Guys, LSU has the lead here. And now let's take a look at the stats of what has been a nip-and-tuck affair. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They go back to work with the 1st down in the final period of this one. This time he wants to throw. And the shot to the middle of the field falls to the turf. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Throwing right. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the 4th quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
Looking to pass. It's Levin. Got his man on the right. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down.
Man, and that's just making it way too easy on the defense. They're laughing at that short throw. They're like, really? Okay, we'll just make an easy tackle and jog our punt return team out on the field. You're going to make it that easy for us.
Iowa has the ball back on offense. They get the ball back after the punt, and they've got to be efficient here as time is winding down. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
And this is going to fall on the quarterback's shoulders here in the 4th quarter. You're trailing. It's a close game. You are going to have to complete some balls. You're going to have to make some big-time throws in small windows under duress if you're going to bring your team back and will them to victory. Incomplete there, obviously, but expect them to continue to throw it. This quarterback better dial in.
That's a nice pickup to give them some breathing room, and they've got it out to the 27. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the 2nd half. It's 1st and 10. There's some room. They'll mark him down at the 37. It's a 10-yard gain.
One of the things you love about this running back is his physicality. He's got great size, and because of that, he can wear defenses down. Those 2, 3, and 4-yard gains in the first and second quarter, they become big gains late. Guys don't want to tackle him, and you're seeing that now.
And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Looking left. Pulls it in. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
By the receiver. Marked down at the 44. Good enough for a first down.
The Hawkeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down. Moving away from pressure. Trying to make magic with his feet. He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play.
One of the things I love about bootlegs as a former quarterback is it's sort of a run-pass option yourself, right? You're given the choice and the freedom out in space to just do what the defense is not ready for. And that time, everybody covered in the back end, but no one there accounting for the quarterback. So go get as many yards as you can. Nice job. Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up there.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
They are calling for their defense in Baton Rouge. A huge third down coming up. They'll try to run for it. There's a little room there. Working their way closer and closer. A third down conversion, and they've got it at the 26.
Well, the good news is you got the first down running it there on second and short, but the bad news is you're down by quite a bit here in the fourth quarter, and 2, 3, 4-yard gains aren't going to get it done. You've got to start chucking this thing vertically to get back in the game.
And the Hawkeyes back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Moulton. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
These running backs nowadays, they're built so low to the ground, thick and compact, but fast and shifty. They're just so hard to tackle. And you can see he just does a great job breaking tackles, breaking tackles. He does this consistently. That's why he's really hard to stop at the running back spot.
The Hawkeyes with a second and short to keep this drive moving. This is a designed run. And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders. Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. Trying to pick it up on the ground. Smashes through the tackle. Touchdown, Iowa! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Before that score, considering last rites, now all of a sudden, they're not dead yet. In fact, they're feeling much better, and they're alive, and they've got a chance.
And I'm looking on the field right now, and I'm looking at their sideline. They're energized, Reese. After that last score, all of a sudden, they believe they can come back and win this game. This is a totally different-looking team than what we saw earlier.
They'll go for 2 here and try to climb within a field goal late. From the red zone, it's Yates. This time he'll be stopped short of the goal line. So after scoring the touchdown, he tried to tack on the 2-point conversion but was denied. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So So the LSU Tiger offense comes out to start this drive. That last score the defense allowed made it a one-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And I think if you're the head coach, defensively now, obviously, you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. You're trailing at this point, and the offense is going to be running the football, trying to bleed the clock. They're going to take as much time off the game clock as they can before snapping it. You've got to start thinking about using some of those timeouts.
The Hawkeyes call a timeout. It's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Well, after not getting a thing done on first down, it's 2nd and long from the 24. Looking for a man. It's Levin. Complete with conviction on the crosser. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
And you got to love the versatility of the big fella. You can put him in the box and let him block big defensive linemen, or you put him in the slot and you throw him the football and have success.
They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. The give on the option. And he's swallowed up immediately. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
And I think this is where coaches really earn their money late in games, right? It's in the 4th quarter. You got the lead. Do you want to stay conservative and run the football? Because I see the defenses. They start to get aggressive. And so sometimes you can take the other hand and take advantage of it.
The offense changing the play. Wants to fire on 2nd down. He's going for a big play downfield. And it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. The Hawkeyes offense heads out to start this drive. What a huge play, what a huge mistake that was with that last interception. And now this offense has a chance late.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Rides to the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, this running back has struggled to find anywhere to go, and I think one reason why is this linebacker and his speed. He did a great job there identifying where the ball was going to go. He didn't let anybody block him. Made his way to the running back and got him on the ground. Nice job.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. They are running out of time and very little choice. Down 5 late. They'll go for it on 4th down. They'll run for it. It's Malton. Stopped short of the marker. And they stop with his defense and they get the ball back.
Great job by the defense there. They were not caught off guard in that situation on the field. This offense might decide to go for it on 4th down. They're going to make the play. Their offense now takes over. And if I'm the play caller here, I am taking a shot in a sudden change situation. Let me see if I can throw one deep and make this team pay for not getting that 4th down.
Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read. Read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off. Go on to the next play.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Dropping back, it's Levin. Here's a heat.
late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
And he splits the uprights on the extra point. He'll bring it out. It's James. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. Looking to the big tight end. And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. He stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football. Iowa spends his second time out here. Now the brain trust will go to work on both sidelines. And they'll take a knee, the universal symbol for we have this thing in hand. What a show both of these teams put on today. Couple of outstanding squads, hotly contested battle all the way to the very end.
Yeah, we came into this one expecting this to be a back-and-forth battle. We knew it was going to go down late into the fourth quarter. At the end of the day, the higher-ranked team, David, they were really able to lean on those playmakers and that leadership they've gotten a lot.